We're going to do a very quick training on Dragon and how to very quickly set up a dashboard. For more information, I really strongly suggest that you look into two articles that HS Brands has. One is a training article. It will go into a little bit more depth on how to set up a Dragon dashboard. And the second one is a listing of Dragon widgets and how to configure them. And so I very strongly suggest you download those. So Dragon is a dashboard and a reporting tool. And it is a phenomenal way and a powerful way to look at the data that you're getting from your shops and your surveys. It is completely configurable. You can do it all yourself. You can configure the whole dashboard. You can configure all the widgets in the dashboards independently so that you see just the data that's important to you, the data that's going to help you be successful. So what happens is when you go into your client view, you would bring up something similar to what you see on the screen here. This is a Dragon dashboard for one of our demo clients. And so as your client view, this is what you would see. Now, if you're not currently using Dragon, you need to get in touch with your account manager and they can configure your system so that Dragon is enabled. And then from there, it's really easy and quick to get a Dragon dashboard set up. So once you have Dragon set up, you're going to come in and this is what you'll see. Now you can set different views in Dragon. So you can select the one that you want to see when it comes up and then you can switch to other views. So if you go over here to the drop down, these are the views that are currently set up. So there's 3 views and then you have the ability to create a new view, to delete a view, or to edit the view settings. So I just want to show you how to set up a new Dragon view. So we're going to select create a new view. And you get the new view window up. Now you need to give the view a name. We're just going to say demo view. Now you need to decide, you can create your view as a copy of an existing view. So if you've created a fantastic dashboard that you love and you want to create the same dashboard but apply it to a different survey, you can just make a copy of it and then go through and configure the widgets to look at the appropriate survey. In this case, we're going to create an empty view. We are going to select the survey we want to use, and we're going to leave it at Casino One Night because that has some good data in it. And we're going to select Create. Now we have our blank dashboard, our blank Dragon view. So from here, we just need to add widgets. So if you go over to the left-hand side of the screen, you'll see the plus sign. This is your widget lists, and it lists out all the widgets available to add in. Really simple to add widgets in. You just select what you want, you drag it over. Once you see those diagonal yellow lines, that means that there's space available and you drop it and your widget will appear. Now this little gear in the upper left-hand corner, this is how we configure the widget. The X in the right-hand corner will delete the widget. So if you've added something that you decide you don't want, you can just remove it. So we're going to go in and we're going to configure it. We select the gear. Now this is an announcement widget, so there's not a whole lot to it. There's 3 selections here. You can enter your own text, or you can have the widget pull text from the client announcement, or if you have a client footer set up, the client footer. So we'll just enter our own text. Now we go here, drop down, and these are all the things that are configurable with this specific widget. Every widget configures slightly differently. That's why it's really important to look at that widget document because it will go through what you can configure widget by widget. So you can change your widget title, and we're going to say demo announcement, and then where you can change the widget text, and we'll say this is a demo of this type of widget. And you can change text sizes, you can change justification, you can decide if you want a border on this or no border or PDF options, but we'll just leave it the way it is. And then when we select the green checkbox, you can see it changed the header of the widget and it changed the text in it. So that's the announcement widget. Now, if we want to add another widget, we're just going to add a very quick company overview. Drag that in, we see the diagonal lines. And there's the widget. Now I really want the announcement widget at the top. Very easy, just drag. It's actually easier. We're going to drag the company overview one down below, and it reorders your widgets and puts the announcement one at the top. Now for the company overview one, I can select the gear here to configure it. I can select which survey I want used. I want the casino one night stay. Now from here, there's a lot more to be configured. Like I said, each widget has its own things to configure. So for instance, this one, data focus, if I select that, I can have this widget look at the overall score, or I can just key in on one section of the survey. So I could say, this is a casino. So I could say, all right, I just want to look at the slots section of the casino. And go down. You can use, if you're using date ranges, you can use date ranges. You can change the widget title here as well. And then widget sizes. Some widgets, the announcement is not one of them, you are able to change the size to either half width, or we can move this to be a full width widget. It's your decision. And then once everything is done, you select the checkbox. So basically, it's as easy as that, adding the widgets, getting the data that you want to see. Very easy. I'm going to go back for a minute, though, to the casino one night view, because I want to show you a couple of other things that are really cool you can do. So as I said, this little gear up here, this lets you configure your widgets. As you see, some of the widgets have this cool little symbol next to it. Looks like a sideways lightning thing. It's actually an EKG. It's our EKG symbol. Now, if I scroll down, let's see, score comparison. If I select the EKG symbol, you see this score becomes highlighted. And what EKG does is it looks at that score in comparison with the whole company, and it looks at some different aspects of it, and each widget it keys in on different things. So it's just a different way to present the data. And only, if I hit escape, it disappears. Only specific widgets, like if you look, recent evaluations does not have it, announcement does not have it. Only specific widgets will have this to look at. So that is a kind of a really neat thing. So these are just different type of widgets you can utilize in here, different ways of displaying things. You can do a question crosstab widget where you compare two questions or multiple questions. You can look at a key question. It should one key question, how many answered no, how many answered yes. And as you see, it gives you the exact percentages when you scroll over them. Current sectional scores you can go through. Improvable questions. You can look at, okay, what are the top X numbers of questions that we need to improve? Things along those lines. You can also drill down on specific questions. If you get this little white hand and you select it, it gives you drill down ability. So it gives you the breakdown of the questions. So as I said, Dragon is a really powerful, great way that you can customize the reporting in your own shops and look at what you really need, what's important to you, and you can change it quickly. You can create numerous views. So this should helpfully get you started. For more information, download those 2 articles.